morning, everyone. Alright, good. Today is another beautiful new week on the 20th of September. So, it's going to be the concluding part of our training, focal frequency. And this is tagged focusing on the big picture. So, before we go into the training proper, I would like to just say a short story. Yes. And the short story is that I think 2016, the big picture should be securing future space. But do you know that 2016 we can't figure out that big picture? We can't figure it out. We just know that we are going into real estate, but we don't know whether it's we just sell land. Then I think maybe couple of maybe 2 or 3 months, we now stumble into the idea of agric to be infused into what we are doing. So we now see a niche, which is the agric as an investment. So we now lose the sight on the big picture. We now started focusing on invest, maize, cassava, plantain, tomato, God bless you, tomato, pepper. Before you know it, all those ones, we are losing money there. This one that we put aside will now give us money. We now use this one to go and pay the debt. So one day, that was when me and Mr. Adebayo will now say, wait, is it like I'm a make I'm all of you, I'm a basket, I'm all of you around me. You understand? You use money, you make money from somewhere, you use it to go and buy basket. You now use the extra money to go and buy water with the basket. You understand? So it's a waste of time, waste of resources, waste of energy. So we now realize that we have shifted away. Even the day we realize, we haven't still discovered that we should be doing securing future space. So securing future space is something we just discovered last year. So that's one of the things that shows that with the video we sent out, that we are all going to grow into the big size. You understand? Into that big shoe that will now be able to run. So let's see that from the course of the training. So we're going to start the training with the code that says, once we know our priorities in life, we know what to focus on and where to direct our finite amount of energy. And why is from Dandapani? And why is the statement finite amount of energy? You have a limited time on earth. I also have a limited time on earth. So the main thing is we need to, I think she's reading a book on first thing first, and which is still more about prioritizing, setting your priorities on a day-to-day basis. We've talked about setting your core plan on a day-to-day basis. The reason is because you don't have more than enough energy. Your energy is not unlimited. That's why you see at night you now go and sleep to recharge your battery, just like when the phone dies. So it's very, very key and it's very, very core. Prioritize. Understand that your energy is finite on a daily basis, and then use your energy to tackle what you have prioritized for that day. What is focus? Focus is I think we had this definition at the first part, but let's just like a short reminder. Focus is our ability to center absolute concentration on activity that deserve total attention. Forget the book now. Just figure out what are the things am I doing that is showing that I'm not mature. List them and then be dealing. Okay, what are the things I need to start doing? You know, one thing is you can't delete something if you are not going to replace it with another one. I don't know if you have learned that. You can't delete bad behavior if you are not ready to fill in with good behavior. If it's empty, something will just come and occupy that space. So we have to be able to understand that part. And then, like I said, on a daily basis, you can't be 100% concentrated. You can't say, today I'll concentrate 100%. Why? Because there will still be something that they will gist in the office, and then you give in one or 2%, 2 or 3%. So we have to be very conscious about the fact that we have to pay total attention to things that need our absolute concentration per time. So then from the summary of last training, we talk about meditating, which I knew that each and every one of us, we started picking the act of meditating. And if you never know, for everything you take step on, you meditate. For everything you do, you meditate. Just that you may not know that you have meditated. That is where action is. Decision for action. You be let it take care of. It's not from talking. Even anything you come and tell me, you now do, you've already been meditating on it on your own first. So that's why you have to be very careful things you are meditating on. We have to be very careful. You know that some people will say, it's a lie. He has already been pondering on that thought before it happened. So he ought to have changed that thought. Then we said something that have one word that is keeping your fire burning. Let's have one word. And we said annually we always have a one word, if you remember. Cool. Then we said concentric thinking, that if you have a thought, by the time you share it with one or two good people, it will keep expanding, and that will bring the best. Then we now say something on iceberg of thinking. How deep is the root of your thoughts? Then the last, I think second to the last, is verbalization and visualization. Okay, what you say, do you have any imagery that can always keep your mind focused around them? Then the last one is, can you be consistent? Okay, so now how can someone focus on the big picture? So the first one is no pain, no gain. To manage and maintain the gain that comes alongside with pain. How can you manage the gain that comes alongside with pain? First thing is, don't put all your energy in pain. You know, we have some kind of biblical confirmation that the Bible says that the blessings of the Lord make rich and had no pain or sorrow. You know, what you call pain, you won't put your strength in something and then you'll be feeling pain. Instead of pain, you'll be feeling fulfilled. But if you put your strength on things that you are not good at, that's when you'll be feeling pain. But if you put your strength on things you are good at, take for example, now if BDS is not feeling fine today, and then they tell him to come and shoot video, he will still, because that video shooting can later give him strength. And that's why some people say, if they are strong, it's because they know that they can go to somewhere that they can regain strength. So we have to be able to pay close attention to all those things in the aspect of the fact that we have to understand that there is always a gain. And this thing other people are seeing as pain, me, I'm gaining strength. And then so the understanding of you knows that you are gaining strength is enough for you to keep focus on what you are doing, no matter the noise that is happening around. So the next one is, what is the strength? Sorry, is this strength or weakness? Focus on your strength always, or on your power, not your problem, till your weakness disappear. You know, at Adbond, like I said, I'm good at this. I'm in love with what Mr. Felix is good at, which is excellent communication. I like what Mr. Steven is also good at, building quality relationship, and I'm learning how they are going about it. But I will not focus on myself. I'm not good at relationship. I'm not good at communication. Why not allow people that are good at it? Be the one in charge of communicating with the customer. You be the one in charge of strengthening quality relationship with the customer. And then take time to list. I want us to pay close attention to this. Strength and weakness, they are thing of within, inside. Why opportunity and threat, they are thing of outside. So these two, you have the control over them. Yes. And how you have the control over them is that put all your energy here, and then look at people that have your weakness as your strength, and team with them and see how we can actually bring the best out of every good thing. Like this thing called opportunity. You know that in Adbond, agric is an opportunity to us, not our strength. But your opportunity can later become your threat because it's an external thing that you don't have control over, right? So now we need to go and look for people that have it as their own internal strength. And that's why we figure out Gosano. And then that's why Gosano is helping us. If you tell Gosano, go to site tomorrow, he's ready to go. And he's enjoying himself. So we have to focus on our strength to the core that we don't even see weakness in ourselves again, because other people are there to be like a co-team that will allow that weakness to just look as if it's no longer there. So the third one is saying motivation and inspiration of the big picture. Be inspiring and encouraging towards the path to the destination. Always start, seek help, and don't quit. Start, seek help, and don't quit. Take a look at something. People want to always be showing like they don't need your help. Thank you. I can do it all. Don't worry. I'll be the secretary. I'll be the printer. I'll be the logistic manager. No, a time will come. You have to just allow people to also be in place, because you can't be at the same place at all the time. You can't be everywhere at the same time. So seek help, and in seeking help, be humble. You understand? Let's calm down the ego, so that people will be willing to walk into our way, and then they will be willing to support and assist us. So number 4, keep a focal team. Teamwork make the dream work. You know, when we use the word team, as long as it's 2 and above is a team. It's not until you have plenty people or 50. That's why I like football. I like basketball. You see that basketball, they are not up to 11 that are playing. Football is the one that is 11. Even we have some game that is not even up to 5. That's why I like a sport as an example. You know that there is this lawn tennis that is 2 people that will play it. And there is table tennis for 2. So, and that's how teamwork, that's how you can use it to achieve a lot of things. 2 people can give birth to great things. Then I think another part of the team that we don't joke with here at Adbond is that this is our training. We could have said, why are we doing training every Monday? That we don't need training, but we still believe that you can get 1 word on a Monday training that maybe it may not liberate your life immediately. Maybe in the next 5 years, there was a particular training Miss Adebayo taught us about health. Thank God that I keep to this statement, and then we'll just realize how that can make our life so excellent. So then the 5I says stay connected with energy source, where our energy flow, growth occur. Where our energy flow, growth occur. Do you realize that after putting all our energies together, Adbond is never the way it is 2020? Right? Talk less of 2019, talk less of 2018, talk less of 2017. It has given some source of growth. And when we use the word energy doesn't mean strength. This one might be money, words, direction, yes, connection. So, towards one thing. And also, I want to call your attention to something. Who are the people that when you are within their surrounding, you gain energy? And who are the people that when you are in their surrounding, you lose energy? Be careful. Always go closer more to those people that you gain energy more than people that drains you. It is very, very, very important. So, then the number 5 II, which is 5-2. Commitment and consistency. Getting started and keeping up till destination is a thing of love. See, if you put your energy on things you did not love, you will not be committed. If you put your energy on things you did not appreciate, you will not be consistent. You know, when you tell somebody, hey, I don't know. Wait, let me just say this one. I don't know if some people have given you one word and some people now say, tell you about something pé òjò ń rọ̀ ńta. Kọ́kọ́ ṣí window ẹ. Kọ́kọ́ ṣí window ẹ kó lọ wò. Tọ́wọ́ tẹ̀ ló ń rọ̀. So it is because those kind of people, they've proved the track record of zero consistency, and it's not their fault. They are putting their strength on a wrong thing because they didn't see somebody who could help them to align their action plan, how to position their strengths, and the best way to get it done. So remember, even there was a time I and Mr. Philip were talking, and I told him, when you say I don't have a feeling to do this, it's a thing that you are not committed to. Commitment doesn't think of feeling. You just have to get it done. Yeah, one just have to get it done, because this is a mission work, and how to get it done should be what will be in the brain. So I want us to pay close attention to it. And the language of love is so very important that if you are not challenging to what you actually want to see growing, you naturally realize that you've channeled it to something that will also grow. Wherever you put your energy, it will always grow. Whether you put it on otherwise, it will always grow. So, bonus, whether you win, you learn. Whether you lose, there is a room to learn. So the understanding of the fact that sometimes you win and learn, but not lose. So whenever you may look at, we are losing. I took some clients to site, they did not buy. But do you know that if we can ask them, why is it that this client, why are you not buying? What happened? What are you planning to meet on site? What are you planning to see on site? You know that the feedback of one client have turned her life around. Is this a forest or a farm? And truly, then when we are taking people to visit forest, if we take 10, maybe 2 will buy on imagination. Then 8 cannot imagine to that extent. Then the day we put pineapple down, now if you take 10, 9 will buy. That's the feedback of one customer that did not buy. So my recommendation for today's on the big picture is focusing on the big picture. Number 1, be at the area of your control, not your concern. What I mean is that things you can influence. Take for example, Mr. Felix will never force Mr. Siri to go to site on Tuesday because he doesn't have control over that department. The only reason why he can enforce, being the head of operation, is maybe that person wants to buy maybe 100 acre and he has made payments. There is a sign of commitment that person have shown. So, and then once he communicates with Mr. Adebayo or communicates with me, we just tell the logistic department, move. So we have to be able to understand that at Adbond, as small as we are giving control to every department, no matter how small that department, so that we won't wrongly create a bureaucracy system. A bureaucracy system is for even for PIN to be by, you have to come and ask your guy to talk, which will not make us grow on time. So number 2 is evaluate things that take your time. Check. I said something. You only need 7 to 21 days to confirm how you spend your day. Monday, I did this, so time. It's just an intentional thing. So then that will help you to be able to structure your time. Then number 3, the culture of the right environment to keep you focused. See what we did. See this place, we put world people that we're going to have staff all over the world. So we put there that we are going to start from migrate to homestead to vacation home to home. You understand? We said, okay, next year we wanted to do plantain. We have the frame in there. We said, okay, our brand identity is for unity. We have something that is depicting unity in our office. So it's not just that we want to sell land. we're also looking for things that will unite people together. So all those things will keep our mind focused, and then have an environment that can give us opportunity to flourish in that order. Then the last one is instill the principle of everything of one thing. You know, there's this principle that says little of everything, everything of one thing. So first of all, get accustomed to everything of one thing first. That will help you to be able to focus. Okay, in agro to home, agric is there, land provision is there, interior design is there. You understand? We'll not go and say we want to build hospital. You understand? Are we medical doctor? The only thing that can make us build hospital is if a doctor buy land from us. He now give us money to build hospital for him. So we won't lose the track of what we ought to be doing. So, conclusion quote says, focus on the steps in front of you and not the whole staircase. So, ignore the noise and focus on your work. So, we're going to say thank you to all the people that are watching on the YouTube. So, if you have any question or comments, kindly put it down at the comment section below, and we'll definitely respond to you. Thank you very much for joining. Have a nice day.